My name's Charlie, and in this video today I'm going to show you guys how to actually attract women properly on nofap. This is something that can be split in two halves. You can do this with nofap and you can do this with semen retention. Semen retention is not jacking off at all and not releasing your seed, and nofap is basically only nutting whenever you're actually doing it with a girl. Like I said, you can choose which one of the extremes you want to do. This video is mainly for the sort of young men out there who are lying in bed in their crusty pajamas, struggling to get girls, and they're about 25 years old and they think their lives are going nowhere. If that sounds like you, and you're somebody who's watching this video who fits in some sort of that criteria, you're going to want to watch this because this is actually going to help you a lot in life. So I'm not going to sit here and sell you some simpleton nonsense that the majority of self-improvement YouTubers actually try and tell you. I personally think the self-improvement industry is an actual joke. I think it's horrible, it sucks, it's terrible, it's just full of nerds, and it's full of absolute people who just want to take advantage of people who are miserable and generally don't want to help you. There's only a few people in the industry that actually do generally want to help people, and I'd like to think that I'm going to be one of them in the future, and that's where I want to be. So anyway, now this is not going to get you women straight away. You're going to get rejected a lot, but you're going to make far more progress than you ever did. A lot of people will tell you that nofap attracts women in a certain way where women just can smell the pheromones or the impulse or some horse crap like that there, where they can just tell that you haven't released your seed in 100 days and they want to talk to you and they want to bang you. Don't listen to these people. Genuinely, don't listen to these people, because it puts a certain fantasy in your head that if you go to day 100 on nofap, that you expect girls to all of a sudden start flocking onto you and flooding your DMs. That will not happen. So what nofap does and how to actually attract women is it gives you the fuel to sort of go on and actually get what you want. If you've watched my previous videos before, I have said before that it does make you happier in life. That's also what it does. It does make the small things in life better. Let me just break it down as an example. A lot of people who go to the gym will probably notice this example, but the whole fuel in the car analogy. You put fuel in a car and you can then take it wherever you want to go. It's the same thing with this. If you put picture the fuel is your seed. And whenever I say seed, I mean, you know what I mean, you're not. Whenever you're not jacking off, right? If it's semen retention or just nofap, if you want to attract girls, it will give you the means necessary to then go out and actually improve yourself as a young man and go out and actually attract one. It won't get women gravitationally coming to you. Because listen here, bro, right? If you're watching this, you need to listen to this part. Stop chasing women, right? And this is going to sound a bit strange to you. Stop chasing women. It's not working, because there's a reason why you're lonely and you're single and you're jacking off all the time and you're miserable. You chase after something and it runs away. It's the whole part of law of attraction. If you want something to be attracted to you, you have to do the means necessary that thing likes. It's like if you want to go out and catch a bear or catch a squirrel, you're not going to sit and sprint after the animal, because what's the animal going to do? It's just going to run away. Why do you think hunters, whenever they try and get the animal they want to get, they plant a certain meat that thing likes and it attracts them in? It's the same thing with this. If you want to attract a girl, you have to do certain things that attract women into your life. Going on nofap isn't going to get women all of a sudden looking at you like all horny and shit, because that's just not going to happen. It's a fantasy. If it's something that seems too good to be true, it most likely is, and I'm sorry to tell you that, but I have to be somebody who has to tell you that. So if you're somebody who's skinny, you know, you're fat, or you're skinny fat, or you're small, you're too tall, you're lanky, whatever the hell that's holding you back in life, and it's something that's holding you back from actually attracting the type of woman you want to get, what you want to do is whenever you're on nofap, whenever you start getting urges and you start getting the urge to want to fap, obviously watch my previous videos where I tell you all these other tips, right? But you have to use and convert that energy and fuel into the thing that you actually want, that's actually going to attract women. If you're somebody who is always jacking off all the time, you probably go to bed in the afternoon, you probably eat shitty junk food, and you probably don't care about your life, you have no self-respect. But if you're somebody who's on nofap, right? See, the minute you start going on nofap and you start getting urges to jack off and you start converting that into then going to the gym, then all of a sudden you start building muscle. Or let's say if you start putting it into your business, like YouTube videos like what I'm doing, or whatever the hell you like doing that's going to make you money, which is then going to, I don't know, for you to then buy clothes to then attract women, whatever the hell it is. You see what it is? It's the means that is then going to get you the things to attract women. That's what it is. That genuinely is what it is. It's nothing to do with some thing that's in the air that's going to gravitate women, and women are all going to start, you know, you're never going to get rejected again, or women are going to start looking at you and smiling and wanting you to fuck them, because that's not going to happen, bro. Because that's what turns men into fucking incels. It is. That's what turns men into incels, because they believe all this horse shit on the internet, where people tell you that if you go into day 50 or day 100 on nofap, that girls are gonna all of a sudden be attracted to you. So then whenever you're like day 70 at nofap, you resisted the urge. Oh my god, I've not jacked off for 70 days. Now women should like me now. And then you're sitting scratching your head wondering why it's the same, why nothing's changed in your life, and why women still are repulsed by you, and why you still keep getting turned down and rejected. If you instead went 70 days, right, for example, not jacking off, right, that's pretty much the outcome. Nothing's gonna change in your life, and girls are still gonna not like you, bro. But if you actually start, let's say you stop jacking off for 70 days, right, and you don't count the days and you do all the tricks and the tips that I told you in my previous videos, and then all of a sudden, you start going to the gym. You use that energy to start actually improving your life in ways that make you look better and make you feel better. Let's say you start meditating, go to the gym, and gratitude journaling. And let's say you get your driver's license, or you start actually getting things in your life that actually attract women. By day 70, you'll already see a huge mental shift, because let's say you improved your style of clothing and you went to the gym. So now you're more muscular, and now your style of clothing is more stylish and better looking. Now all of a sudden, whenever you start going into a bar or a restaurant, you actually will start getting looks from girls. You see what I'm trying to say? That you've been given a gift, and this is going to sound very weird and creepy. Your seed is basically like a gift to you. And so many men just throw it away every single day. But if you harness it and keep it, right? And I don't mean sit on your ass. This is the secret that all those loser YouTubers don't tell you about. See, when you sit on your ass, you're still going to get the same results than if you were just jacking off. You might as well just be jacking off. But see, if you then go on nofap and you genuinely use, let's say you go on nofap and you go 100 days, and in those 100 days, you actually start putting down the foundations of your life that improve, like going to the gym, changing your style of clothing, trying to get a better job, or trying to get more money, or whatever it is. You will see huge results from the person who just sits on his ass for 100 days and not jacking off, or the guy who goes 100 days and actually uses those 100 days to improve himself. Now, you're probably sitting here thinking, well, why not just do that anyway and jack off? Yes, you probably could, but you will get nowhere near as far as somebody who is not jacking off and improving their life. And I'll tell you why. Because the person who is jacking off and improving their life, they're only going to get to a certain, they're going to burn out very easily. They're only going to get to a certain point. Whereas somebody who isn't jacking off and improving their life. Remember I was saying how the little small things make them happy? Whenever you're looking on improving your life, the little small milestones and the wins genuinely will make you feel like you're actually heading in the right direction. It makes you feel good. It's like a snowball effect, and then all of a sudden you just won't be able to stop, and you can't stop, and you start speeding up in that direction, and then all of a sudden, bang, you achieve your goals quicker than you ever thought you could have. That is the result of nofap, and that's why if you're somebody who's a young man, you should get on it. Watch my previous videos, like this one as well. Don't waste your time looking back. We're not going that way.